Hello and welcome to our channel Mr. Y. Have you ever wondered what would happen if we dug a hole in the middle of the Earth? It's a fascinating thought experiment that has captured the imagination of scientists, writers, and curious individuals for generations. What would we find at the core if we could somehow tunnel through the Earth's crust and mantle? Would we emerge on the other side of the planet? Would we be crushed by the pressure of the planet's inner layers? The answers to these questions are fascinating and surprising, revealing just how complex and mysterious our world truly is. So let's take a journey to the center of the Earth and explore what we might discover if we were to dig a hole all the way through. Are you ready to explore the wonders of science and the mysteries of the universe? Well, in today's video, we will explore just that. We will take you on an exciting journey to the core of our planet and reveal what you can expect if you decide to dig all the way through. To understand what would happen if we dig a hole right through the Earth, we first need to understand some basic physics principles. First, the Earth is not a solid ball but comprises different layers: the crust, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. The cover, which is the thickest layer, is made up of hot, semi-solid rocket that flows over time. The outer body comprises a liquid metal, while the inner core is a solid ball of iron and nickel. Let's start by imagining that we have a magical drill that can dig through solid rock and reach the center of the Earth. As we begin our descent, we will notice that the temperature and pressure around us start to increase rapidly. At around 40 kilometers down, we would reach the Mohorovicic discontinuity, or MOHO, which is the boundary between the Earth's crust and mantle. This is where the rock becomes much denser, hotter, and more viscous. As we kept drilling more deeply, the temperature would continue to rise and the pressure would become so intense that the drill would start to deform and melt. When we reach the Earth's outer core, which is made up of liquid iron and nickel, the temperature will be around 5,500 degrees Celsius. The pressure would be over 1 million times greater than what we experience on the surface, and the force of gravity would be weaker due to the distance from the Earth's center. If we could survive these extreme conditions and continue drilling all the way to the Earth's center, we would find ourselves at the inner core. This is a solid sphere of iron and nickel that is roughly the size of the Moon. The temperature here is estimated to be around 6,000 degrees Celsius, which is hotter than the Sun's surface. The pressure is also mind-boggling, at over 3.5 million times the stress we experience on the surface. So what would happen if we dug a hole all the way through the Earth? The answer is that we wouldn't be able to do it in the first place, as the extreme conditions would destroy any drill or equipment we could use. But even if we could somehow manage to reach the center, we would not be able to survive for long in such a hostile environment. Let's imagine for a moment that we managed to somehow drill through the mantle and reach the other side. What would happen then? Well, we would emerge upside down. That's because the Earth is rotating and the force of gravity at the center of the Earth is zero. So we would fall towards the other side of the Earth and emerge with our feet pointing towards the sky. However, we would only stay there for a short time. The pressure and heat of the mantle would soon crush us, and we would be vaporized. Even if we could somehow survive these conditions, we would have to deal with the fact that the other side of the Earth is primarily covered in water, which would quickly flood our hole. So what would happen if we dug a hole through the Earth? The answer is we would not survive to find out. The immense pressure and heat of the mantle would crush us, and we would be vaporized or drowned in water. While it's a fascinating thought experiment, it's something that we could only sometimes realistically attempt. Nonetheless, it's a fun way to explore some of the physics principles that govern our planet. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe to our channel for more science content.